Good morning. Olivia Herriford with MPICT here at the 2013 Winter Conference in San Francisco. And I'm joined by Dr. Carol Engler, who is Associate Professor at Ashland University in Columbus, Ohio.
That's right.
And wow, Carol did an absolutely breakthrough presentation for the audience of this conference on empathy in education. Carol is also founder of Empathic Education and have been involved with it for a very long time. So why don't you first tell us a little bit about what we did first at the conference as far as your presentation and your feedback on how you thought it went and was accepted.
Wow. I really was overwhelmed by the response. I've been involved in the field of empathy skill training for over 30 years, but didn't really know it. I just sort of did things in communication and diversity and conflict resolution. And my doctoral dissertation many years ago was on empathic skill training with medical students. And about 3 years ago, I just got off the fast track in education, and I said, I don't think any of this is working very well. And started to read and research and got back, like a 360-degree circle, to empathy and the absolute necessity for it in curriculums in our schools, and branched off into the field of neuroscience and how we have empathy brain cells. And so now I have formed a software company and am looking into the idea of producing empathy videos for kids to increase empathic skills in their brains.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Well, one of the things that has just increasingly come up at all of these conferences, anything to do with faculty development, has been what we're hearing from industry about the expectations of some of the soft skills of our ICT students who are on the career path. And faculty always ask, well, yeah, we know that's what we want, but how do we teach those soft skills? Is there anything in empathic education that ICT faculty can learn about their approach in teaching soft skills?
Well, yesterday we did 3 exercises, and it's almost like you have to build and build and build. You just don't start out teaching all this.
Yeah.
And we have to work on each other if we're ever going to teach our students anything and model it ourselves. And this morning, I was very gratified. One of the participants came up and said, I'm going to use this with my students. Because they just need it with their team building and all the the projects they work on together. So we have to start with each other, and I think we have to look inside ourselves and see what our perspectives are and what our stereotypes are. So I'm very gratified and encouraged by the response.
One of the things that I wish we would have had more time to go into at your presentation was perspective. Can you share anything more? If you had had another hour, where would you have taken us?
Well, if I had another hour on perspective, and we did do a small video clip.
Right, which was very intriguing.
That was intriguing, and that was just published. That was by Roman Krasnarek, who does empathy consulting with the United Nations. He's a British writer. That was only published a month ago. So perspective taking, I think, takes the onus off of what I call the ghetto of our own experience that we live in, and says, I've got to change a little bit here and look at somebody as human first, and stereotype that I've invented in my head or been acculturated to second.
Well, that came up, and it comes up often when we're working with students from underrepresented groups, minorities, women. And one of the things that we try to teach faculty is being mindful of, though they're well-intentioned, a lot of those perspectives have harmful effects.
Yes.
How can empathy, increasing empathy, help a faculty be more mindful, I guess, for lack of a better
mindful
word?
of. I think we have to boil it down to something called the human heart. And that has no color, no gender, no nationality, nothing.
Excellent.
And so, you know, we're all the same. We're all part of the universe. We're all part of this huge family. And it's almost like you peel the onion to get down to who we really are.
Great. Excellent. Well, it was really, really exciting.
Good to talk with you.
Presentation.
Yeah.
I have one more question.
Okay.
Will you be back next year?
Well, thank you for asking me. I'll certainly try.
All right, great. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.